Hello my dear friends, and thank you for watching this short video on YouTube. And the title of this short video is I Dare You to Be Different. And it's an interesting subject, isn't it? Daring to be different. But isn't that what a child of God is? Different? Living in a modern world that is searching for clarity and meaning and purpose, it's important to honor your heart and to listen to the voice of a loving Father, Mother God. Not the voices that are influenced by negative thoughts or thinking, but a voice of love that is seeking to release your entrapment, the entrapment of your soul. But first, it's important to understand that the challenge I put to you today in daring to be different is an important challenge, because so many of us spend so many wasted years trying to be different. But regrettably, we are influenced by our mindset, especially those of us who've been exposed to a negativism that goes right back to childhood. And then, of course, one's religious belief. That too can have a negative influence. Please let me share with you a reflection. Just as negative behavior is powerful, so also is positive behavior. And if we choose to love life and to love people, we will find that our positive approach will evoke positive responses. Smiles invite smiles. Respect generates respect. And gratitude evokes gratitude. Serenity and a peaceful attitude lessens stress and tension. And Francis Thompson says this: O world invisible, we view thee. O world intangible, we touch thee. O world unknowable, we know thee. And you and I both know that when we dare to be different, it will involve making decisions that will have far-reaching consequences for the betterment of your soul, your mind and your body. But of course, we are all different. Yes, we are. Because when the Father, Mother God created you and me, the mold was thrown away. So we are unique because there's only one of us. Oh yes, we may be a twin, or we may one day go down a high street and suddenly see someone that reminds us of someone we know. And when we go up to them to say, hello, how are you? We discover it's not them. It's a look-alike. So we are different, and it's important that because of our uniqueness as a child of God, that we embrace that heart of love, and that we listen to the voice of Spirit speak to us, not through our ears, because that feeds the mind, and the mind loves praise, but the soul loves truth. The clients that I support are beautiful men and women who too dare to be different, many of whom have been alienated by their church, many of whom have fallen by the wayside, and though they've given up on formal religion, they have never given up on a belief in a loving God. Though they've been saddened and challenged by man's inhumanity to man, they have kept their simple belief, because within their being there is a hunger. There is a hunger for a love that this world and its pleasures and its attractions and distractions don't fill or feed. So when I say to you, I dare you to be different, what the heart of God within me is saying to you, embrace your uniqueness. Dare to be different. Dare to be that person of love, that person of light, that person of inner beauty that shines through. And even though it shines through, yes, it will touch many. And that smile, and you've noticed this, haven't you? You may be feeling unwell one day or not in a good place. Take, for example, on the high street, wherever you live. You're walking along and suddenly you're feeling really despondent and you look up and there you see someone smile. Doesn't it excite you? Doesn't it lift you out of the doldrums and say, wow, they smiled at me? And so it is with a loving Father, Mother God. They must feel despondent at how we treat one another. They must on a human level get totally fed up with us because of how we treat one another. But daring to be different is a challenge. It's an invitation to challenge the mind to come under subjection to the heart. And a lot of my work is underpinned by the ancient teachings of the Essenes. Jesus was an Essene, as was Magdalena. The apostles and disciples were Essenes, but they were Nazarene. The Essenes I subscribe to goes back to Mount Sinai, 8,000 years ago. And they embraced love. They embraced truth. And they were the founding fathers of psychotherapy. And through their affirmation, which I will share with you, I am a child of God. I am whole, I am perfection, I am complete. So when you dare to be different by accepting that invitation from God to sit around the table of love, light and blessing, where you have brothers and sisters of different faiths, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Jewish, and other beliefs, when you lift up the cup of welcome and drink the offer of love from God and break bread together, you are exercising your greatest gift. You are saying, I welcome, I receive, I am ready to challenge myself. I am ready to be different. Your family may not like you being different. Your friends, even, and your work colleagues may not be excited by your new values. But are they new values? Come into your heart and embrace your uniqueness as a child of God. Some of you may not be wanting to hear this. Some of you may be wrestling with all sorts of ideologies and mindsets that have taken you off your path. But hey, it took me 60 years to finally honor my heart. And I would never go back and compromise what I have today. And yes, as a Catholic Christian, I am an independent Franciscan. I do not buy into all that negativity and control. I live a very simple life. And the vision given to my heart by Francis and Jesus in Assisi in 2008 was to set up a lay monastic community for men and women to embrace a loving God of all faiths, because God did not create religious groups. He created a child of God in you and me to embrace love, not to be shackled by dogma and control. God doesn't tell us what to eat, what to wear, what to do, just invites us to agape. So when you accept the challenge, I dare you to be different. It's an invitation to love. It's an invitation for you to experience unconditional love. The love of a Father, Mother God that invites you, like Francis, to embrace God through the natural world and to sing with the birds and all of creation and to let your heart be free. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah, Pax et Bonum, Om Shanti, peace.